So, hello everybody, this is Fine Liquids Colors of Water, Pat Eckert, your personal water sommelier. Cheers, everybody. Today, a parcel arrived from Sweden, Lapland, and this parcel comes from Jaure Water. So, let's have a look into. So, what do we know about that water? So, it comes with a pH level of 7.9. And it has a TDS from around about 190 milliliters. Most of it is the bicarbonates with 140, and we do have calcium with 51, and sulfates from 32. Okay, so let's start with still Jaure. So Jaure in Sami, origin language in Sweden means sea. Jaure, sea. So when you are drinking water from Sweden first, you might expect a cold water, a rough water, but with its high bicarbonate level, it's a very round one, harmonic. It has a warm feeling. It's not a cold water. A specific kind of thickness, and the aftertaste, voluminous. It's kind of a bit oily, just as we know it from freebase, and maybe from the still version of Marcia Italia. Very silk. So it has this same impression that freebase gives us when you swallow the water. The aftertaste is huge, and your skin inside your mouth feels very good. So taste-wise, it's not comparable with freebase or Marcia, just in regards to this oily touch and this experience where your skin in your mouth feels very, very well after you swallowed. So this is what you can compare to these two brands. But the difference is you do have this experience, but without this huge impression of a lot of minerals, which we have in freebase and Marcia. So this water is really light. So as most of you know, I'm not a big fan of a high level of bicarbonate. So when it comes to a level of around about 600, 700, and depending on the mineral composition of the water, I'm not a big fan of bicarbonate. So it's good for the body, but taste-wise, sometimes it's not really my favorite. But here with this 140, which most of the people do not really detect. So most of the people can't taste bicarbonates when it is beneath 400. But here you can taste it, and it gives this water a real beautiful harmonic circling taste. Easy to drink. So taste-wise, I would say this water could be a daily driver. So for me, I could drink 2 or 3 bottles right now. It's a water which really feels good on the palate, on the tongue, in the mouth, when you swallow, in the body. I like this water. So we do have other waters where we taste less, but we do have more minerals. So it's light but tasty. Okay, let's go to the soft sparkling. Oh, soft sparkling. Beautiful word. Let's check it out. A lot of bubbles. So when you pour it in, it's not really displaying soft sparkling. It seems more like classic. But when it comes to carbonation, most of the time, what we see is not what we get. So let's have a look. Very foamy, very impressive, very sour. So the first kick is super sour. Sourness persists. So I think it's a little bit too much sourness, but very comfortable. The second sip is not as hard as the first one. So with the second sip and the third sip, I can say that the bubbles are in progress. They are doing what they do. They are alive. So that means sometimes the water is holding its carbonation for a very long time in a stable way. But then lighter a water is, then more the carbonation is doing its very own thing, which means it disappears. The bubbles are developing from very small to bigger, disappearing. So it's not so easy to carbonate light waters. So the challenge is to realize that the bubbles are really close in the water for a very long time. So that's a real challenge. A lot of bubbles, not as tiny as I expected, but so in Germany we would say that's a medium water. So yeah, you can say it's soft sparkling. It's not a gentle one. It's more than medium in direction to a classic sparkling version. So when you had a few sips, the sourness is getting smaller. But all in all, you really have the impression of a wonderful sparkling water. So now see what the aftertaste is all about in Jaure. So if I do not pronounce it right, I never spoke to anybody who told me how to pronounce it. I know these water from the Fine Water Summit. I had those waters already in these blind tastings together with the jury, but I don't remember my vote. So I don't know how many points I gave Jaure. But from now, I would say, yes, this is a wonderful water in design and also in taste. So also here, the aftertaste is really good. So the sourness is disappearing completely. So there's a kind of roughness in my mouth now. So there was a struggle and a fight between the carbonation and my physical body. It feels like a little dryness, or sure, it could be. So we do have calcium from around about 51 milligrams. So yes, it could depend on this. So a small dryness, which the still version does not cause. So all in all, what can I say? Jaure, wonderful water from Lapland, Sweden. So enjoy. And always remember, water knows no borders. Have a nice time. See you. Ciao.